Hey, TGG, GGG. I was over at your site quite a bit earlier this week, and I must say, I'm extremely proud how insane some of you still are. Absolutely insane. And I'm serious. I'm very, very, very proud. I read some of the posts. Oh, man. You know what's going to happen one day? One day, the Jets are going to be like 13-3. And we're going to go into that site, and we're going to look around. We're going to look at some of the posts, and it's going to be as if the whole thing was sold under new management, changing of names. How would we be able to handle success at some point? You got to wonder, right? Unbelievable. Anyway, really enjoyed it. You guys are crazy, and it's fantastic. Patriots. Can you figure this team out? I mean, can you really figure this team out? Look what they do with Dallas today. Look what they did with Brady. And you look at them, and you look at Jones. He had the 75-yard touchdown pass, which we're going to show in a little bit. That was, I mean, how the heck that wasn't picked by the safety? It's just crazy. And everything he throws is timing. And he's 151 for 200. He's like 71%, exactly where he left off at Alabama. 70%, 71%. 7 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Damian Harris is running like a bull. And with all that said, they spent all this money in the offseason. And you look around and you say to yourself, I don't know. I can't figure it out. They're 2-4. We'll get into Zach and everything else in a little bit. Wanted to show you guys just a couple of plays that happened during the game that were crazy. Some runs by Damian Harris and between Mac Jones and Diggs. This is Abbott and Costello stuff. Check this out. I mean, it doesn't get any better. Mac Jones will never get another 75-yard touchdown pass like that. So, got to give him credit. Damian Harris had a fantastic game. 18 carries, 101 yards. Only 1 reception for 7 yards. He had this play here. Direct snap. And for his touchdown, that was his 1 touchdown, rushing touchdown for the game. Perhaps his best run of the game. This was a tough run. He's a tough runner, man. He's a tough runner. Put him down there. Nice run. And this is the New England Patriots. This is basically it in a nutshell. Mac Jones, 150 for 211, 71% of his passes completed, 89.6% passing rating. And then look at the rushing. 65% of the rushes go to Damian Harris. The next guy has 17 attempts. Harris has 4 touchdowns, does have 2 fumbles. And the receiving, same thing. Jacoby Myers, 36 receptions. The next guy has 18. It's 52 targets for Myers, 24 for the next guy. No touchdowns, though, for Myers. So this is it. This is the new Patriots. Which leads us to this week, and this week we were told that they had a homework assignment. The coaching staff had a homework assignment, and the homework assignment was, how do we fix the slow start? Right? They were going to use the bye week to fix the slow start. Well, first of all, for the most part, I think we can agree, for the most part, the slow start is an offense thing. It's not a defense thing. So let's fix that first. How are we going to fix the slow start on the offensive side of the ball? Right? Okay. So they're using the bye week to fix it. So when you use a bye week to fix it, it probably has something to do with changing the way you come changing the way you come out and run the play, whatever plays you're running, um, tempo, maybe. Trying to think what else it can be. Whatever it may be. And Robert Saleh said they were going to use the bye week to fix it. And I just, you guys that know me, you know how I feel. I'm a Joe Douglas fan. I'm a Robert Saleh fan. I really, really am. I'm a Zach Wilson fan. Okay? But when you sit there and tell me that you're going to use the bye week to fix the problem of how you come out and play, start games, and and we clarified, we're talking about the offensive side of the ball. To me, it seems like if that's really the issue of play calling and looking at whatever it may be, you just run the plays that you're running in the second, third, and fourth quarter, right? Or the middle of the second quarter to the fourth quarter, right? Yeah, it has nothing to do with play calling, my point, right? It really doesn't. We know that. It doesn't have anything to do with play calling. Not to say that the play calling is good. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's not the play calling difference between how you start a game and how you're finishing a game. Whether it be the head coach, whether it be LaFleur, whoever's in charge of sparking that team and getting that team ready to play. As soon as they flip that coin and let's say we defer, and while our defense runs out there and the offense is getting ready, there's a sense of urgency. Let's roll here. To me, that doesn't take a bye week to figure out. I'm not saying you're going to run the ball maybe instead of 40% of the time, you're going to run it 60% of the time. You're going to go hurry up out. You're going to three-step drops. You don't do three-step drops in the third and fourth quarter when you're doing better. So what changes here? What changes here is a sense of urgency. And that falls on the players from the coaching staff. And if the coaching staff saw in week one, and definitely by week two, that it was an issue, these guys should have been brought together and say, excuse me, what the F is going on here? There's no sense of urgency. You guys either need to fall behind or whatever it may be. You need one big play and then you get confidence, whatever it may be. So we're going to find out what this big game plan is. And hopefully the game plan is let's be honest with ourselves, and that this team comes out on fire with a sense of urgency, that the offensive line comes out and plows people, that the running backs put their head down and run over people, that Zach Wilson comes out and says, no matter what happens, I am not throwing an interception in the first half. I'll throw 11 in the second. I am not throwing an interception in the first half. Whatever it may be. But it starts up here. It's not in a playbook. Because all you'd have to do is run the plays you're running in the third and fourth quarter. Because you told us that you're going to take the bye week to figure out your slow starts. And you're playing the Patriots. So we'll find out what that is. Have a good one, guys. Thank you so much for having me. Keep the faith. I'll see you next week. Hopefully we'll be 2-4. Thanks, guys.